Hey everyone, Andrea Priber here with Great Expectations Realty. So I haven't done one of these in a couple weeks because I am not even joking. I am running around like a crazy person these days. So I'm just gonna make sure I do one this week and hopefully y'all forgive me. And it's been just crazy. It's really, it seems like more and more stuff is opening up the more people get the COVID shot. So it's slowly getting back to what I would consider normal. I know that's like way different from other places, but it's getting there. So we'll just go with that. So yeah, one of the normal things is, of course, we do the time change down here, which means we're all dragging today because we lost an hour. But yeah, so time change, not really sure why we do that. Nobody seems to have given me a good reason as to why we are currently doing this. They always give me reasons like, okay, way back in the day when there was a lot of farmers and da-da-da. That has nothing to do with now. Now it just means that I need coffee earlier. That's not good. Why take away my hour? Don't do that. I don't mind the fall so much because it's giving it to me, but it's not worth it because I know in the springtime it's just going to be awful. So yeah, let's not do this anymore. I don't know who we need to call. Can we just make this happen? No more time change? Like, really? I know there are some states out there that don't do the time change. I want to be one of those. So yeah, however they got that done, let us know that secret because we don't want to do this anymore. I've never heard of anybody going, yeah, this is great, we love it. Yet nobody does that. Okay, so getting off of my little pessimism right there. A huge shout out to everyone for all the support. I've got over 900 subscribers. That's insane. Y'all actually like watching me. That is just so bizarre to me. It's, you know, if I was like, you know, filling a swimming pool with Jello or something like that. I don't know. Some of these things that these people do on YouTube, I'd be like, oh, okay. No, I'm showing my life. Like, it's not that entertaining. But I appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate it when you call me and especially email and let me know that you're coming down here, that you're wanting to buy a house and that you want to, you know, have me sell you a house. I really and truly appreciate that. I really do. But yeah, my daughter is helping me with this little endeavor since it was her idea that we go ahead and do a flubs and bloops kind of video to help promote, to kind of celebrate, I guess, and kind of thank everybody for, you know, watching all of my craziness over the last year or so. So yeah, we're going to, as soon as it hits about 1,000 subscribers, we're going to release that video. So you guys can have a lovely laugh on my behalf because I promise you, I make so many mistakes. There's even one point where I forgot my name. Yeah. Yeah, I still have that footage. So yeah, should be some interesting ones in there. Yeah, so moving on to interest rates. Yeah, I hate to be the one to say I told you so, but okay, yeah, who am I kidding? I'm a woman. Of course I love saying I told you so. So yeah, the interest rates are creeping up. I mean, obviously, it's not like they could go lower. It would be minus. So yeah, they are starting to go up. It's still at like 3%. I mean, it's not like it's like, oh no, but it's still kind of like, all right, if you thought you were going to have like 2.5 or 2 3/4% for like forever, that's no. So yeah, they are going up. So that's kind of, you know, hello. But I mean, if you're looking at average rates over the decades, which I'm actually looking at that really, in the 1970s, we had 8.86% as far as the average rate, which made your monthly mortgage payment $2,384 for the same house that in the 1980s, we had double digits. Yeah, and I'm like 80s baby. Well, technically 1980, but still, you know, I'll count it. So 1980s, we had 12.7% as the average rate, which made your same exact house $3,248 monthly. Okay, see how it did that? The same price on the house, but it changes because of that interest rate. So that's why everybody's like going crazy about the interest rate and stuff. Going over into 2010s, that's where it really started dropping down. It was 4.09%. Everybody's like, whoa, it's so crazy low. So your monthly mortgage rate would be about $1,448. But now, even at going up to 3.03%, it's still $1,270. It's still super, super, super low. So jump on that wagon. I'm not joking. I know there's not that many houses to choose from, but there is new construction and there still are houses out there. Fight for those houses because the interest rate it's incredible. It really is. So we're probably not going to see that again for quite some time. So take advantage of it while you got it. That's all I'm saying. You can thank me later. I accept chocolate. Okay, so this weekend I was in a Hallmark movie. I mean, not really, but my friend Aladi, she's actually one of my agents. She's hilarious. She's so funny. She's great. She was actually doing the event with me over at Timberline Farms, the Strawberry Festival. So, you know, we were kind of like back away from everybody. So we had like the table in front, like all the free stuff up there. And we were trying not to, you know, we were trying to socially distance while still doing an event. It was crazy. But we had like hand sanitizer like right there on the table, like sanitize yourself. So anyway, so we were like hanging out and stuff. And at one point we took a break and we decided we were going to go walk around and see what everything was doing. We took some great pictures and just had some fun. But yeah, her and I are walking by and like looking around, and you know, there's like the petting zoo area, petting farm or whatever, and there's a cow mooing over here, and you know, there's a hay ride and little train made out of big water barrels that are cut out. And yeah, anyway, it was a lot of fun, lots of tractors and stuff. It was just fun. But she literally looks at me and she goes, "We're in a Hallmark movie." And it occurred to me that I have literally seen this scene on TV. In every Hallmark movie, they have like the town fair kind of thing, and like a little carnival or whatever, and the true loves like, you know, miss each other by inches, or that's where they have their first kiss that night by the Ferris wheel. We didn't have a Ferris wheel in this one, but still, it was literally, I was in a Hallmark movie. And I don't know how or why that's possible, because I've already got my true love, so I'm not really sure who was supposed to, she's married too, so I was like, I don't know who the, you know, main character is supposed to be, because it ain't gonna be us. And she's like, I'm okay with that. So, but it really was, you know, like small town feel, kind of small town thing to do. It was neat. It was so funny because I-75 was like backed up like crazy as we like just went on home, drove across the bridge, and we're like, hate to be those people going to the beach. We don't have a beach, so they just go through on the interstate, and we're just kind of like, yeah, no, I'd prefer my Strawberry Festival to going to Spring Beach. Yeah, no. So for all of you guys that are actually flying into Ocala, I did want to mention, I did recently do a video on what hotels to do, and I actually went to a lot of different hotels and was like checking them out, asking questions, and I got an awesome tour and a discount from one of them, so definitely look for that video. But if you're actually flying down here, I want to go over the airports real quick. So Ocala International Airport is basically for flying horses in. I mean, FedEx, maybe that's, I mean, we don't really ship humans too much unless you own the plane or it's like a chartered flight, you know. But like as far as a big commercial company like Delta or Southwest, at this juncture, we do not have that. They could, and we even have like this newfangled control tower, which we're pretty proud of. We literally just got it. So kind of excited about, you know, having an actual terminal and a control tower and stuff. But if you're actually like trying to fly into Ocala, that ain't gonna happen. Not unless you charter a flight, or you're like John Travolta and you have a airplane hangar at your house. That's cool too. Different airport though. So yeah, so if you're wanting to fly in here, you could fly into Gainesville. That's about 40 minutes away. I wouldn't recommend it because it's normally a little bit more expensive to fly into Gainesville because it is a small airport. What I would recommend, my favorite one, is actually the Sanford Orlando International Airport. Not to be confused with the Orlando International Airport, which is MCO. It's the huge, massive one. I prefer the smaller one because I'm kind of a, you know, get in, get out, get on your, you know, just go where you're wanting to go. And there's less expensive flights that fly into Sanford. So I like the Sanford International Airport. It's about the same distance for us to get to the Sanford International Airport as it is to get the Orlando International Airport. but you don't have to take a trolley or a tram or whatever to get to your luggage, which I appreciate. But you know, if you want to do MCO, that's totally cool. It's about an hour. It's about an hour driving, but you know, by the time you get your luggage and you find your car and you get through all of that stuff, I mean, it's like a good hour and a half ordeal thing. So, okay, so that's that one. But if you want to skip all the toll roads that are completely, I mean, the mouse, he charges to use his roads over there. So if you want to avoid all the toll roads and stuff as much as possible, I would also recommend going to the Tampa International Airport. So that is about an hour and a half drive, but it's kind of, it's a little bit low key as far as, you know, it's more of a, like a business type thing. I don't know. It's not like, you know, MCO is like, they've got like a Disney store in the thing. I mean, it is almost a mall with the airport. That's not Tampa. Tampa's an airport. So, you know, it's kind of more of a get in, get out, get on your way. And it's not surrounded by toll roads. You can take a toll road, go up the back way through, you know, old Florida and stuff. But you could probably just as easy take 275 and then I-75, and Ocala's on I-75. So really not complicated. So I do like that one. So Tampa, which is TPA, Orlando, which is MCO, and then Sanford Orlando International, which I don't know what the letters are, but it's really cool. I hope that helps anybody that is flying into Ocala. You will need a rental car because we don't, like I said, we don't really have an airport that does commercial flights yet. It's coming, I'm sure. But if you're a horse, you can definitely fly in. Just saying. I do appreciate the questions that people have reached out, because honestly, I have no idea what you guys want to know. I am literally just here kind of living my life. So yeah, when you guys reach out and you're like, hey, what about this? Or hey, what about that? You know, okay, well, let me do a video on that. Normally if it's like more than one person has asked a question, I'm like, okay, this is obviously multiple people are asking about it. Apparently I'm going to have to do I'm going to have to do a video just about the alligators, which is so not a thing for us at all. At all. That's more of a South Florida type thing. I mean, we do have alligators here in Ocala, but it's like they kind of stay in their own area. I mean, I don't know. We're kind of more high ground too here. So I don't know what would happen if I actually had an alligator in my yard. I mean, because I don't live by any means of water. I would have had to have trekked miles to get to my house. So I just don't see that happening. But I mean, a lot of people ask about this, so we are going to have to go trek down and find somebody with the wildlife department to ask them some questions about gators and see, and maybe get some stats on that. So I will work on that, but that is a question that keeps coming up. So that and the monkeys, but I just showed you guys the monkeys. They're so cute. Oh my God, they're so cute. Just leave them alone. Don't feed them. Let them live their lives. They don't work for Disney. They are wild monkeys, but they don't care. You know, they're kind of like squirrels, you know, don't irritate the squirrels either. Bad things happen. Leave the wildlife alone. Okay. That works. Okay. So, one thing that you guys have asked about, quite a few of you have asked about the gardening here in Ocala. I'm like the worst person to ask about that because I basically kill everything. So I have been working on a video. I didn't want to do just, okay, here's the garden, because it was like just at the beginning of the year and it looked like crap. So, so I'm kind of, you know, showing like before and during and after. So that one will be coming, just talking about the problems that I see and that I have, what grows, what doesn't, that kind of stuff. Do not judge me, okay? I do it for fun. It is not even really a hobby. It's basically just because all the neighbors do it. I don't know. It's nice to get tomato. I love fried green tomatoes. So, or is it green fried tomato? I never know. Anyway, I have in the air fryer. Oh, so good. So good. So I do fried green tomatoes all the time. So I love growing the tomato plants just for getting big, huge green tomatoes because they're kind of expensive when they're green tomatoes. I don't know why they're more expensive than regular tomatoes because it's the same thing, just a different timeline, but it's totally true. Anyway, so I am coming up with that. So if you have your gardening questions, well, some of them will be answered. I don't know. All right. No, we do not have coconut or banana trees. We don't do that. We're like midpoint between, but we'll get into all of that. I will do a video for you guys on that, but no judging. Okay, let's talk real estate because I know you guys are wanting to talk about that more than my green tomatoes. I actually got the numbers for February out, which I thought were really interesting. But you know, I'm kind of addicted to real estate, so good thing I'm in the right job. Okay, so something happened on this report that came from Stellar MLS that has not ever happened before to my knowledge. Months of inventory that we have left. 1. I've never seen that before. Never, ever, ever. In like 15 years of doing this, never seen it. So yeah, we have one month of inventory. So January it was showing 2 months. So we had, you know, a good solid 7 to 8 weeks or whatever. Now we have 1 month of inventory. That means if nothing else hits the market, we will completely and totally run out of houses within a month. So basically we have no inventory. It's kind of crazy. Thankfully, we have a lot of new construction. So just don't ask for a pool. That's it. Just don't ask for the pool. Put the pool in yourself. It's cheaper. There's just not that many houses with pools out there, and you can get so much more bang for your money if you just get like a new construction and then put the pool in. I mean, so much cheaper because pool homes are really super expensive right now because there's only a few on the market. So you get a lot more options if you just, and you like, okay, a pool home would be like $250,000. It only costs like $35,000 to put the pool in. I mean, depending on what you want. If you want like water slide and like, you know, Bojangles, I don't know, then that's going to be more expensive. But if you just want like a basic pool, then you know, you should be good with like, you know, $30,000 to $40,000 for a pool should be okay. But yeah, you guys are doing like a regular house just without the pool. You could $200,000, you could get a really nice house, like a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, granite countertops, double car garage. Nice warranty on the house because it's new construction, brand new roof, brand new AC, brand new everything. Okay, you can get that. But if you add a pool to that, it's like another $50,000. Well, the pool isn't $50,000 to put in. So plus, if it has a pool, that means it's an older house. So, because somebody did that before. So before I was always just like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you put a pool in, it's not going to change the price anymore. Well, that changes quite a bit when there's only a few pool homes on the market. All I'm saying is be a little more flexible. It's just, pool homes are great, but you can always add a pool later. So get the house first and then figure that out. But that's my 2 cents. All right. So as far as the price range for houses, of course, you guys have the basic concepts of supply and demand. So when there is a lack of supply and there's a high demand, there's going to be a boost in price. So from February 2020 to February 2021, it went up 21%. 21%. That means if you lived in a house, you bought a house February of last year, you lived in it the entire time, you go to sell it a year later, you have made 21%. It is literally worth 21% more than what you bought it for. How crazy is that? That is craziness. So all y'all that listened to me a year ago when I was like, you know what? Prices are decent, interest rates are low, buy a house. Y'all are sitting pretty, okay? So that's pretty good. So yeah, really nice. Not that I'm going to say I told you so much. Okay. So we do have, let's see, pending sales. We are up 11% from February of 20. We are up 4% in pending sales from January, so just last month. So kind of interesting there. What else? Average days on the market. Last month, average days of the market went up 2%. It has gone down 26% since February of 2020. So kind of interesting. I thought it was all interesting. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what we're doing, because this is basically a really good to look at the 24-hour thing weekly, as we've been doing fairly regularly throughout the year. You can kind of see where things are at before you actually get the stats. So for example, today, Market Watch in Marion County, we have 28 new listings, price increase, 23 listings increased the price. 11 decreased the price. Sold, we have 20. Expired, we have 2. Pending, we have 62. So basically what that means is that we're going to continue in this trend of people are purchasing houses and the prices are continuing to rise. So with that information, I would still say at 3% interest, it is a great time to purchase a home. Hurry up and do so you can make money instead of just spend money, because the longer you wait, you're spending money. Everyone's asking me, okay, well, when's the house price is going to go back down? I'm good. I'm not that good. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I'm sure at some point they're going to come back down, because that's what markets do. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. That's normal. I don't really see us doing this catastrophic recession like we had before, but who knows? There was only a few people that predicted that one correctly. So just saying, at this point, at this time, figure out where you want to live, what your needs are, not your wants, your needs. Figure out your price range, and then call me and say, hey, can you get me this? Probably. I can probably still do that. So go ahead and let me know, okay? If you want to live in Ocala, come live in Ocala. But yeah, it is, you know, have your ducks in a row. Don't have like drunk ducks that are just wandering the streets, okay? Get your ducks in a row. If you need a lone person, then no problem. I've got a whole slew of them that I can send you that I've used for years, that I absolutely love working with them. So we'll get your drunk ducks lined up, sober them up, give them some coffee, and we're good to go. All right, let's get back to other stuff. The Marion Cultural Alliance, they're the ones that do the horses, the MCA. Okay, so they've partnered with City of Ocala to host the Levitt Amp music series, which we've been having for years and years, but we didn't have last year because of COVID. We are doing it again this year. It begins April 16th and it goes to June 25th, and it's every Friday night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's family-friendly concerts. So we will have 10 free concerts over at the Webb Field. Each concert will spotlight a local nonprofit, and that nonprofit is going to conduct a special activity or performance during the intermission. Blankets and chairs are encouraged. Totally free. Did you get the totally free part of that? Yeah. Okay, so I am... Oh, Cody's, they're opening Cody's Original Roadhouse restaurant. It's opening down by On Top of the World. So they had one over kind of by my office, which was, it's like on 200 right over by the mall. And that one closed down a while back. And now they're opening one over by On Top of the World. So kind of cool, which there's not that many restaurants down by On Top of the World. So kind of excited about that one, truthfully. Because I ended up going... If I'm at home, I'm going to go to that one more likely than go to the other ones. But they have really good margarita specials. I'm just going to say it was my grandma's like favorite place to go. So 2-for-1 margaritas, and the margaritas are the bomb. So great. My grandma in her 70s could easily drink me under the table. I'm lightweight. I know I don't look it, but I am. Okay, so what else are we doing? Oh my goodness, yes, y'all, seriously, this is for everybody here in Ocala, Marion County, whatever. Keep your hands to yourselves, please. I keep seeing, so we're like big on, you know, everybody, it's all open information or whatever. You know, our sheriff has absolutely no filter at all. So seriously, keep your hands to yourselves. That's the best deal. It'll keep you out of jail and keep you off of mugshots, which goes in the paper. I keep seeing these mug shots in the paper that are getting like absolutely ridiculous. So one was woman arrested after hitting boyfriend repeatedly with an empty water bottle. Violent tiff over unflushed toilet lands 73-year-old woman behind bars. These are seriously. Micanopy man jailed for accidentally setting neighbor's hayfield on fire. Okay, seriously, y'all, this is messing with our crime stats. I'm like, just stop for a moment. Y'all, it's looking really embarrassing. I mean, can you imagine you're going to jail? You're going to have like hardened criminals going, hey, I'm in here for murder. Or, hey, I'm in here for, you know, grand theft auto. What are you in here for? I gave the monkeys over at Silver Springs food right next to the sign that says don't do it or you get 60 days in jail. Really? A water bottle, an unflushed toilet. Y'all, seriously, stop it. It's embarrassing. And you're messing with our crime stats. I have a job to do here. Good grief. Okay. Just, you don't want to have to explain that to your family. I mean, it says where you work and stuff on there. I mean, that's just don't, just stop. Just stop. No. Okay. This was actually really funny. This was actually a real estate fact. Okay, so this is not Florida. This is Michigan. So in Pontiac, Michigan in 2013, it was a man's house was scheduled to be demolished by the town. He pulled a switcheroo on the wrecking crew. He swapped his house number with a neighbor's house number, and the city hired demolition crew took a wrecking ball to the wrong house. And it has a picture of like half the house is just, and it was a really pretty house. That's messed up. I know it's 2013, but I'm just hearing about it now. That's funny. That is funny. Sorry. It just tickled me. I thought I'd share. Okay, so biggest, most important event of the year is the Memorial of Jesus' death, and it's coming up. Last year, it was COVID, and so we were in like quarantine and lockdown and everything. It's the first time I ever made my own unleavened bread. I made it in the toaster oven because I was like, why am I turning on the oven for like essentially a cracker? So I made it in the toaster oven. It turned out really good. I mean, I didn't eat it obviously, but yeah, and we had to, my husband, we had like a 30-minute debate on what wine to get at the Publix. That's crazy. So this year, even though we're still not meeting together, it is still on Zoom and all of that, I still feel a little bit better prepared. It just knocked me for a loop last year. I wasn't even sure if I had to open the wine. Like, do I really have to pour it? Because nobody's going to be drinking it. But yeah, I did go ahead and open it. I'm like, can't we just pass the bottle and the wine opener? Because nobody's, but now it was kind of, you know, symbolic and everything. So we went ahead and did it. But anyway, so this year, yeah, I'm a little better prepared for this. I'm going to make my own unleavened bread, my own, well, I'm not making the wine, I'm buying that, but at least we know what kind to make. I mean, they help us, but at the same time, it was kind of, you know, it was interesting. It was a learning experience. Normally it's just kind of all done and, you know, it's there and somebody else has this problem. I just show up. So yeah, so now it's participation required. So pretty cool. Really, really pretty cool. So anyway, that is on March 27th this year. So it's sunset, of course. So anyway, really, really excited for that one. I'm actually feeling a lot better prepared. Last year I was just totally inept, but I'm going to go with it's the thought that counts, and hopefully God has as much grace for me as others do. So, all right, with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed my weekly update of what's going on. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely hit me up. Send me an email. Always, always, always. My email is in the description below. I love getting emails from you guys. I used to have my cell phone number in there, but it basically blew up, and it was hard to use my cell phone for videos and stuff while it was also blowing up. So anyway, if you leave me a phone call on my cell phone, I will get back to you. I try and get same day. Sometimes it's like 8 o'clock at night because my day continues on until 8 o'clock at night, but I will get back to you. So feel free to do that. Ooh, I hear an ambulance. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'll edit that out. So sometimes it is not until 8 o'clock at night, but that is how my day rolls. I will just keep going until it's done. If you guys see my hand gestures, I took off the nails on this side and I took them off on this side and not yet on this side, so I don't, anyway. They'll look lovely by tomorrow, okay? Don't judge me. Anyway, if you guys have anything that you need at all, just go ahead and send me an email and I will do all I can to make sure that you have everything that you need, including information and maybe possibly a house. Thanks for watching. Bye.